Hello. It's Laura. Ow. Redo that again. Oh, hey. It's Lauren.
And
We
it's
did
Katie.
we did not do this intro 2 times.
Welcome to our spooky podcast.
Ooh,
But it's not
spooky.
really our spooky
I
podcast.
almost fell over.
That ties in with how your week is going. It's Monday, by the way, so
Yeah, it's Monday. This week's barely started, so it's been here on. I bought CDs, and apparently I bought 6 CDs from one of my favorite artists. And well, I bought 4 remix CDs that cost $25. Not it together, but well, that's in together actually. But I bought 25. Oh my god.
she
I
bought
bought
4 CDs for $25.
and 3 out of the 4 came shattered.
Broken.
Literally, and I was so mad. And so I was doing a show and tell for her. She literally watched me unbox me opening my CDs and she saw my fuming side.
I did kind of laugh because her crash outs were valid but funny.
I had to. I'm so mad about it. It hasn't even been an hour and I'm so mad about it.
Like we always do, we decided to do this podcast very last second. So
Literally last second.
it is 8:26 for me today.
It's 7:29 for me.
How are you like 3 minutes ahead?
I don't know. I'm wondering the same, but my phone also says now 7:30.
My
Is your
phone also says it's 8:30, so it's probably my
Oh,
computer. My weekend once again, it's only Monday, so today at work is fine, but I did have a rude commenter over the weekend. I was asking if my local buffet here in the town that I live is open, and they very, very rudely stated that I need to lay off the buffets for a while.
girl. And I hope you know you're not fat, right? Do I need to murder this?
I It hurt though. It did hurt my feelings because I have a medical condition of why I cannot lose weight. And you can ask Lauren, I was never this big in high school. And I eat the same things and I do the same things I did then. It's just I have more meat on my body. But like I said, I'm not unhealthy. I'm just thicker. But whatever. That person can
You
have
want me to
their
mur-
justice.
You want me to murder this?
I don't even know who it was. They used a fake name. That way that they can sit behind their keyboard in their mom's basement and just send mean rude comments to people.
People are annoying.
They really are. It's just like
And
if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Like you remember when your mother told you that?
but say anything mean about my best friend, I will fight you.
Same here. I can
I
pack
don't
a
got the
punch. Look at
like
these
she
guns.
look at these weaklings.
Look at these guns. I will punch you. No, I'm kidding.
Look at these weaklings. Actually, you guys won't even be scared of me, so
That was a heck of a frame for my camera to freeze on. It was just me with my guns out.
hey, there you go. And the
Just
meatball there's mine. Oof.
boom. Yeah. So I started this week out kind of sad because first of all, none of your business why I look the way I do. Second of all, I was asking for my husband. And third of all, just think about what you're gonna how people interpret that because you know you can make somebody who was finally confident about themselves feel like 2 feet tall. So, anywho, moving on.
It looks like we both started a rough week. I had broken CDs.
And I have broken confidence.
Girl.
What?
Oh my.
What do you want me to say about that?
I don't know.
If somebody looked at your picture and told you to lay off the buffets,
Yeah, but that's like harsh to say about yourself.
hey, it's true though. I felt so good that day too. I was like, yeah, I look good. I had my makeup on. I had cute clothes on. Like, I was feeling myself. And then that person just like pushed me over, fell
I will
on my
murder
face.
this person for you.
Listen, all of the people who listen to this, which there are 30 of y'all right now, which is surprising. Uh, you you didn't hear nothing, and one of you better be an alibi for her.
Or you get that.
Boom, 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 boom. So, anywho, do you have any upcoming plans?
I do. I am seeing my mom and my stepdad on Friday, and I will be spending well, it's on the 5th of March next week. So it's my, I'm technically spending my birthday weekend with them because I'm apparently busy next weekend. Don't know why. Because, you know who you are. My other bestie, Maddie, told me apparently I shouldn't have plans that day and that weekend. So here I am, work, not knowing what she has planned, but I think I know what it is because you two are up to something.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have a trip to go on with my husband, so.
Yeah, a trip to go on. I see. Mm-hmm.
But I told you I'm going to Springfield, Missouri, not Colorado.
Says the one that literally said on their Instagram story, Colorado sounds really nice right now. It's 60 degrees over there.
Which brings us into our weather check, Lauren. What's your weather?
Hey, hey, see, you changing the subject just made it
No,
obvious.
no. What's your weather?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah.
One day I will figure whatever you two are at. Right now it's 48.
See? All
Oh,
right.
we're under a red flag warning.
Somehow I'm also under one of those. But right now for me, it's 31, but it feels like 28. And it's been that all this morning. And tonight it's supposed to get out down to 28 degrees. And she has 60-degree weather. Who wouldn't want to be in Colorado with 60-degree weather?
You're not going to want to go down there tomorrow because it looks like the Wyoming wind is coming to us tomorrow.
Yeah, but you still have like a high of what, like 64 or something?
66.
Yeah, my high tomorrow.
But it's cloudy.
Okay, well, Wyoming wind is also striking me over here because it's going to be windy, but it's going to be 61. But you're still warmer. So who wouldn't want to be in Colorado?
Uh, I can see your hesitation. I know you're
Have
lying.
have your suspicions, girly. Have your
I do have my
suspicions.
suspicions, and I feel like you're throwing me off right now because now I don't know if I believe you, and at the same time, I'm like, is she telling the truth? I don't know.
I have $5 in my bank account. Try me.
Yeah, and you think I wouldn't think that Maddie wouldn't pay for it because I know her too well.
She didn't have a job.
Yeah, she could have bought the tickets a month ago.
Well, take that up with Maddie. Wasn't she
I
funding
will
her
find out.
dad's plane tickets?
I will find out. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you'll
Yes,
find out
I
later.
have like 9 days left, but I will find out. Don't think you're gonna let this slide off after this.
I could just be
This convo
distracting
is
you.
not over.
I could just be distracting you
Yeah, I know. Distract me what?
from what she's doing. Maybe she's planning something crazy and I'm just to distract you, make you think that she's planning something, but she's actually doing something else.
I didn't like.
You didn't think about that, huh?
It's just weird that you have a countdown that's been going on the last month.
Yeah.
Hmm? That ends on March 3rd, 2 days before my birthday. And then Maddie also had one on March 4th. Not weird at all.
Yeah, but that's before your birthday. Wouldn't you think that I'd put it on your birthday if it was for you?
Then why did Maddie tell me to be out of the house at 8:30 to 9 o'clock?
I don't know. Maybe she's gonna fill up your apartment with balloons again.
She better not.
You guys should go check out that video. It's on Lauren's channel, Maddie and Lauren's channel.
That was terrible. Popping, we had to pop all those balloons. Imagine doing that in an apartment, and then there's people
You
hearing
cut
all the.
out.
We did it at 10 in the morning too, and we were pop. There's still some balloons around my apartment somewhere, I'm sure.
Maybe that's why she wants you out though, to
She's
decorate.
Yeah, her way of decorating is apparently filling 100 balloons in my living room.
I still want to know how she hurt her finger doing that.
I don't know either. I question her a lot sometimes.
But anywho,
This
well, you
conversation is not over.
it is for now because we gotta tell them our ghost stories.
I know, but this conversation's still not over.
So I'm gonna be looking at a notebook that's over here because I have it written down. But I believe I've already told Lauren this one. But if I haven't, she gets to find out this whenever you guys do. But this was around when I was like 3. It was something whenever I was super little. I was at my nana's and my papa's house, which they also live somewhere in Missouri. And my papa had gotten a brand new bike. It was a motorcycle and it was red. Why'd you do that?
Sorry, I just got like a huge wave of tiredness.
Anywho, are you calling my story boring?
You're making me look bad. I just had a long day. Wait. Just to prove my point, I will see how many steps I've took today. Oh, that's why I'm tired. I took 16,174 steps.
Goodness gracious.
Okay, anywho,
And
continue.
I was at my nana's and papa's house. He had gotten a brand new bike. It was a red, I want to say Harley Davidson or something to that effect. Um, and they were taking pictures of me on the bike, and I was like 3. I was barely talking, and my mom has told me that I look straight at all 3 of them. Mind you, I was 3 years old, didn't have that much vocabulary yet. I looked at my family and in an old lady voice, I said, "Hop on, baby, let's go for a ride."
Oh yeah, you told me this story.
Yeah. So immediately my mom grabbed me off the bike and was like, "That stuff is haunted." Yeah. So I've never had any other experiences, and I don't honestly know if they got that bike used or not. But I don't think that house was haunted at all. But that was my only thing that I did at that house. But I do have another story, but I'm gonna let Lauren go next.
I thought I'll yawn here. I'm about to yawn here in a minute. Okay.
Ah!
Okay. Ah, don't make me yawn.
I was trying to distract the viewers. No, no, close your mouth.
I'm
No.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so tired right now. I'm running off of
Yawns are contagious. I
I'm
hope the viewers didn't see that because you're gonna make everybody yawn. Oh my god, no!
You said it, not me. I have quite a few ghost stories, only because at my place I work at is actually haunted. And if you haven't
Future two
watched our
videos.
yeah, if you haven't watched our ghost hunting series, well, used to be ghost hunting series.
You can still
But
ghost hunt, just in different places.
true. If you haven't watched our ghost hunting series, um, I will say this one, I thought that was pretty weird. And then where I've shown my coworkers, they've also thought it was very, very weird. One of them actually does not believe in ghosts, but when I showed her that clip, she thought it was very, very odd. But anywho, so we were recording and we were in an empty apartment, and this um a resident actually prior before we went into that room.
Your mic like muted you when you said that.
Really?
Yeah. I could see as your lips moving, but it didn't. No sound came through.
That was weird.
So you're gonna have to say that again.
I don't know if I like that, but okay. We went into her room. So this resident, she recently passed away a few weeks ago before we went in that room, like I mentioned. But for whatever reason, my mic muted. Went in the room, we on the ground, and eventually later on in the video, because we didn't really know what we were doing. We were just kind of winging it at this point because we were new to the ghost stuff. So we set a flashlight on the ground and we were just like saying, if there's any spirits out there that would like to contact us, there's a flashlight here, an EMF meter, blah, blah, blah. It was like a 7-minute video, but I cut it off, obviously. But it was a 7-minute video. And at the towards like end of the video, it looked like going in the video. And then you can see the flashlight dimming and brightening. And apparently, from what she told me, she said the flashlight was shaking.
It was.
So,
It looked like
um,
it was at least.
it was very weird. Oh, speaking of our ghost hunting video, actually, our second part of it came out today. We went there at 3 a.m. But I will
I
tell
still
the
need to
second.
watch that.
I haven't watched it yet either, so it's an hour long.
An hour-long special.
So, before I get to the second part of the story, I'm gonna let her cover, well, take over because this is the second part of the story, but
Okay, so whenever I lived in a house in Texas, it was like super freaking haunted, guys. Like, I was 10 to 11 years old, and this I can say, like, kind of like where it was at, since I don't live there anymore. But this was, I think I lived in either Temple, Texas, or Clean, Texas, and it was on Moffett Street. So, anywho, I'm not sure if that house still exists, but it was super, super, super freaking haunted. The TV would turn on and off on its own,
oh, no, no, thank you.
or it would turn all the way up or down by itself. Like if
You
you're
did not tell
watching,
me this.
if you're watching a show, it would just like randomly the volume would get higher and higher and higher. There was one
Uh-uh.
time my stepdad, he already had the TV on 30 and it did not let him like change the volume until it got to 100. Do you know how loud that was?
I can't imagine how loud that was,
And
but
he kept trying to turn the TV off or do like change the channel or something. The remote wouldn't freaking work. It just kept turning up and he couldn't even do it. And there was times where my mom, she would go around and unplug things and they would still turn on.
oh hell no. Hell no.
Around 10 years old is whenever my baby sister was born. She's 10 years apart from me. So when we lived in that house, there was a bunch of baby toys around. They would randomly turn on by themselves, and my mom would put these toys in like super high cupboards up above the fridge. Now, I'm 5'5". I can't even reach on top of the fridge now, and I'm 24 years old. So for me to be getting up and into those when I was 10 wasn't happening. I'd literally have to stand on top of the counters. And then she would also take their batteries out and they would still play. I'm like, "What?"
That is sketchy as hell. No, thank you.
But the one that freaked me out the most was, don't harass me for this, but whenever I was 10, I still played with Barbies. Who didn't?
I
Um
mean, I played Monster High Dolls at that age.
I played with my Barbies, and there was one time I was like holding two Barbies and like making them, I don't know, talk to each other or something. I kid you not. I was playing with them, and both of the heads turned and looked at me at the same time. I threw them on the ground. I ran out the door, and I was screaming for my mom because that was crazy. She told me that I was my imagination and go back and like just whatever. And I was like, no, mother, this is not my imagination. I swear. Anywho, I remember throwing them on the ground. Whenever I got back in my room, they were sitting on top of my shelf that I had that was a makeshift dollhouse that I like made for them because I was a DIY girly. Anywho, they were sitting on top of the shelf,
Even though you threw them on the ground.
even though I threw them on the ground. How did
That's
they get up
terrifying.
there by themselves?
That's actually terrifying.
Let's
If the
see if I
toy ever
wrote any
moved,
other.
I'd be like, okay, we're gone.
Let me just say, I really didn't play with dolls much after that because it was terrifying.
I think you told me that story actually when we first met. I think that was one of the first few stories you told me.
I told you about my dolls because you were wondering why I didn't like dolls so much, but I didn't tell you that all the other stuff
Yeah,
because,
no,
but that
you
was
didn't tell me that.
definitely like poltergeist activity that I dealt with. I'm also super sensitive, so I'd see things out of like the peripherals of my eyes, hear sounds. There was many of times where like I would wake up in the at night with like sleep paralysis and I would try to run away from whatever it
Oh,
was and
sleep paralysis is the worst.
my door would literally be locked and I would never lock my door. It has gotten to the point where I cannot sleep with my door shut and I have to have
I
like YouTube or something playing. I hate sleep paralysis with a
Yeah,
burning
no, I
passion.
haven't had sleep paralysis, thank God. But I know I'd be terrified if I did. But I always have to have music playing because
Mhm.
I'm terrified if ever did have it, like I would freak out. And so I have small music playing in the background, so comfort music. And I
Yeah.
have to have a nightlight because I don't like sleep in the dark.
I remember my first sleep paralysis experience, but I'll let you
Oh,
tell yours.
okay. And I was gonna tell you guys, so this is the second part of our ghost hunting video that we play actually. Um, so we were in a room. We were in this room. It was an empty apartment. We went in there, and so we started doing a spirit box session in the room. And it was 3 in the morning at that time. So we were doing the session, and then for whatever reason, it was very, very odd as we were trying to get information from the spirit box because we were trying to change the channel because every channel we changed to, we kept getting music and it was the same song and I actually did got that on recording, which was very weird. And then all of a sudden it started acting up like super crazy. And it started gotten to the point where we actually could make out words. Yeah, that was pretty.
I feel like you are so brave for ghost hunting.
In all
I
reality, I was not. Deep down, I actually was terrified.
The first time that she ever started ghost hunting, she was like very nervous about it and she honestly didn't want to do it. But I'm proud of her for trying it. I always tell her to be careful because I don't think I would ever personally ghost hunt myself. Like I said, these are two experiences that I had whenever I was very little. I don't need any more evidence that ghosts
It's
exist.
like I don't want to like get anything attached to, but I just like I'm a very curious stuff. And so, like, whenever I see like videos of other people doing it, and I just like, I look, you just want to experience it to see if it's actually real because, like, I can't really believe anything from the internet because you don't know if that's actually real. And
That's
so,
true.
yeah, so if that actually happens with me, then 100% then I'll be like, okay, yeah, this is definitely real. This is no joke.
I feel like
But
that's what I like so much about Sam and Colby is because Like sometimes they'll just go off and they'll post stuff that's uncut, unedited. Like you can see
Mhm.
it in real time as it's happening. And like, yeah, of course you can have your debates that they fix stuff, but I just feel like from watching them from literally their Urban X videos all the way now that they just don't seem like the kind of people that would pull a fast one, especially
Yeah.
over something that they're so passionate with, and especially with Sam and Colby's relationships with religion. I know that Sam's not really religious, but Colby is, and like
Mhm.
he gets genuinely freaked out
And
the
you can
amount of
tell his
times.
reactions are like genuine because like even like the
Plus, they
videos
also
I've
bring
seen.
fans and they also bring on like other people, and it's kind of hard to get certain people to like go with the flow of acting.
Yeah, because like even the videos that I've seen from his channel, well, I mean, well, from their channel, correction, like he actually looked genuinely scared on some of the stuff that they've done.
Oh yeah.
And like he didn't know like if he even asked like Sam a few times, is this real? Is this like there's been a
Yeah.
few times he would be like, are you messing with me, dude? Or are you
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think the first time I've ever had sleep paralysis, I don't know a person that's ever had sleep paralysis and been like, oh yeah, I like that. But I genuinely hated it all of it. It feels for a person who's never experienced sleep paralysis before, it feels like your brain is awake and you can kind of see. I don't know if it's like this for you, but I can see myself in third person too.
Oh
Like
God.
I have I have first person and third person experiences, and I hate it because the first time I've ever had sleep paralysis, it was this long figure and it was like it had to bend down because it was so long and his arms stretched the corners of my room, and
Oh
I
hell
had
no.
a little like nightlight that illuminated the corner that it was in. I have stopped using nightlight since then, but
Oh
it
God.
felt
Oh.
it felt so terrifying because I wanted to get up, run, scream. Like anytime that you see something that you cannot explain, of course, the human's body's first reaction is to run away, and you can't. You're just stuck on your bed. And so my heart was pounding. I was having like trouble breathing because, of course, I'm terrified. But I could see it through my own eyes and I could see it looking at me. And then I can also, I was in the like corner of my room and I was watching it and I was watching myself, which was very weird. And I was like, the first time I've ever had the sleep paralysis was in that house. So I was like 11 years old. And so I remember as soon as I started by wiggling my fingers, and as soon as I got control of that, I like fell out of my bed. The thing was gone. Don't know what it was. Wasn't about to ask. I tried running out of my room. Everything in my room was dark. The nightlight had gone out for whatever reason. Don't know. Don't
That is
care.
sketchy as hell. Oh
And I
my God.
tried to open my door and my doorknob was locked and I
Oh
never lock it.
no.
I was 11 years old. I wasn't allowed to lock my room. I was a kid, you know. And so I just remember pounding on the door and screaming for my mom, and then she was telling me to unlock the door and I told her I can't. She had to unscrew my doorknob from my
Oh
door
my
just to get
God.
in.
That's
So
actually intense.
at least that's the events that happened in my mind. I don't know fully because, like I said, I was very scared in that moment, but that's the events that went on for me. I was terrified, and ever since then I've always had to fall asleep to some kind of sound playing.
I have a couple more. I don't know how many you have left.
I just have honorable mentions, which is like Taco Bell.
That's fair. Um, so this was also actually in the video. I didn't really talk about this in the video. I mentioned it clear on point at the end of the video, but it was more like in text font, so I never actually like fully like explained what happened. The only people that know about this is her and and Maddie. And so what happened was during our spirit box, well, Actually, no, it wasn't our spirit box session. This was on the same day as we were filming the story that I was just telling you before. So we went to an empty apartment, a different one, and not the same one, but it was a different apartment, different room. We went in there. I put my phone on the other side, like the other side of the room. I put it in the bedroom. And then Maddie left her phone in the living room. And so we decided to leave our cameras recording in an empty room to see what would happen. And we left like 15 minutes prior. We came back and my iPhone storage was full, which was very weird because I made sure that there was enough storage where um we had enough and able to film. And I was like, "Oh my God, we still got to do our outro. How are we going to do our outro?"
I remember that because she literally texted me like soon after that, and she's just like, "Can ghosts make your storage full?" And I was like, I think so because I told her that there have been times on like I've seen on Sam and Colby's videos where they would have a new SD card and their SD cards would be full, and they're like, "It's brand new. We bought it for this video," and it's just like I think they can. And then there was something else that they were messing with because they could also drain batteries. I think one of their things died, didn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. It was very weird. Later on, it was like 4:15 in the morning and we wanted to go home. So we were like, okay, we'll just film our outro when we get home. I went home and my store, because at that time I was thinking, oh, I guess it makes sense because I had 30-minute full of footage in one room and then there's just a lot of footage that day. So I didn't think of much of it at that time.
Girl
And
math.
yeah, I didn't think of it at that time. But then I got home and so my storage said it was 126, which is a lot for my phone because my storage is full at 128. So I offloaded a few apps so it had enough space to at least where I could film the outro. So I offloaded a couple of apps and then re-downloaded them to the point where it went down to 124. And so I'm like, okay, let's do this outro really quick and then call it a day. And so I as I was we were doing the outro and all that, I was like, okay, time for bed. So we didn't actually go to bed till like 5 in the morning that day. We ended up being up for like another hour. But
That's
we
crazy.
woke I know, right? Like we woke up the next day and I looked at my phone. I kid you not, my storage was at 119, even though it was 124 when I went to bed last night. And I was like, there's no way that could have been 119 when I hardly did any like offloading apps for it to make it go down that far. There is no way. And so that's when I text her.
That's your fault. Because
How's it my fault?
you did it first.
Well, yeah, but like I was curious. I was like, well, I needed to know, so I texted her and I was like, do you know by chance if ghosts can mess with storage on your phone? Because I know it
Yep.
can do it on cameras, but not on the phone technology. And
I
the
didn't know
weird,
that they could do it on your phone, but
but
yeah, they can do
I'm
it to
telling
any.
you, the weirdest part about it is when I stopped the recording, it said that night it only had 6 minutes of footage. And then later on, when I got more storage, it said it recorded 11 minutes of footage. And then it said 12 minutes.
Hmm.
Like, I wish I was lying about that, but I'm not. Because I know what I saw.
I'm not. I am not the Jerry. You do not have to convince me. I believe you. With how much I've endured in life, I believe you. Honorable mention is my Taco Bell is haunted. The gist of it is I think I have a mimic at work, and
Oh, hell no.
if you guys don't know what mimics are, they are ghosts that will recreate voices and or sound effects to mimic whatever it is. It's kind of like a parrot. You know how you
It's
tell
actually really scary.
it is. So in my coworkers' voices, I often hear hellos whenever those coworkers I know for a fact are not in the store yet. Something you guys should know, I open with one other person, and that one other person has a very distinguished voice. Like you can know when she's there. Anywho, it would mimic sounds of people who weren't there. Like sometimes it's male coworkers. I open with another female, and then sometimes it's other female coworkers, but it's never the person that's there, and it's never me. But I've heard hellos. I've heard people say like, "Oh, what can I get you today?" And it's just like, what do you mean? You know, I'm supposed to be serving you, not the other way around. I've had it grab onto my shirts, like my shoulders. The other day I messaged them because I was like, I'm pretty sure this ghost just slapped my butt. So
Oh yeah, you texted me that.
yeah. I was like, I don't know what to do with that, but yeah. I've had them touch me physically, and I've also had heard them. They also knock over things all the time. I don't know if it's multiple or just one, but I know one of them is a mimic, and I absolutely hate it because not only does it like mimic the sound of my coworkers, but it also mimics the sound of my like machinery. So there was one time whenever I was opening and the other person that was supposed to open with me wasn't quite there yet, and it was mimicking the sound of my fryer going off, and my fryers weren't even turned on yet, and I
That's
was alone.
I honestly,
So
that's just
anywho,
so scary.
talk about this is my resignation. This is my 2 weeks. I will not be going. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I need the job. But tell your ghost to keep its hands to itself, dude. I
No, for real, like that's actually crazy. I haven't
inappropriate. Why is it touching my butt? I'm married.
I know I've never dealt with mimics before, but I feel like that'd be really scary. And
It
that's
is,
some
especially think about it. I also told them the one like whenever you're there all alone and your store's dark and you hear a man's voice go, "Hello."
no.
I about pressed our panic button, which calls the cops automatically. I about pressed that button because I was like, I don't know who you are, but you were not supposed to be in here. And it was coming from the darkest part of the store. I was not about to go over there.
Oh hell no. Hell
Yeah.
no.
hmm So,
No thank you.
we need a blessing, a prayer, some holy water, anything, please. Because, yeah.
At this point, at this rate of cost, yeah, because
And
mm-mm.
I don't even know why my Taco Bell is haunted. Like, it's not on any kind of
You
ancient
should do
land.
some research.
I did. There was nothing
Nothing
there.
came up?
No.
Hmm.
So, and I'm not about to disclose my location for other people to hunt.
That's actually sketchy. This actually did not happen at work. This happened at my own home. And
Oh no.
I believe I told you this story, but I
Oh
don't know if
no.
I did or not. But
Wait, which home? The home that you're in now?
no, it was the first home that
Ooh,
you,
okay.
yeah, that really big home.
Oh,
But
like the first one I've ever stayed in with you?
yes. Yeah, that
Got it.
one. I woke up at 3 in the morning, ironically on that, right? I was staring at my door. Like, I was just staring at, I didn't know why I was staring at my door. I was just looking at it. And then I was about to fall back to sleep. I kid you not, my door opened wide open on its own.
I would have yeeted out of there. No, thank you.
On its own. And I got up to see who opened my door. And I looked around and no one was up. Both my parents were still asleep. My
Maybe it
sister
was
was in her room.
Dexter.
Huh?
Maybe it was Dexter, or was this before you got
He was
Dexter?
with he was with my parents.
Oh,
No one was up. And all everyone's doors were shut. And so I was like, I freaked out actually. 'Cause I knew I wasn't dreaming this because I actually did snap to I literally texted my friend. She's a childhood friend of mine, and texted her at that time when that happened, and I was like, "Oh my God, my freaking door just opened wide by itself."
I,
What like I
I would be running for my couch. I'd be
like
running to
what are
my
your
parents'
thoughts on
house.
that? Because I'm still confused.
I don't know, like I could also be like thinking like air conditioning
It
or
wasn't the AC. I can guarantee
maybe
that.
I don't know. I don't know. And also like something that I'd like to mention is just like I genuinely don't know what to do when these things happen. Like who do you go to? Do you go tell your parents because obviously they can't see it. They always think that
Exactly.
you're lying. Can I take a moment to say that why, when paranormal things happen, do parents automatically assume that you're lying? I know that probably for them it's easier, but like
I think
the
it's because
child
the
in me,
fact, but it's like, how could you lie about it when you know you saw it?
I would love my mom to be like Will's mother. Just start swinging at nothing. I don't know what I'm fighting, but there's something and it's affecting my child. Get out of my house, you know?
I'm not crazy.
I'm not crazy. The lights, they talk to me.
Blink one for yes, two for no.
Yeah. Um, like I said, I don't know what I'm expecting them to do, but calling me crazy isn't the answer because it invalidates my feelings. Just saying.
Uh,
However, I
I
am
do agree with
24
that.
now, so it's me who gets to be the Ghostbuster now because I'm an adult and my mom lives in Oregon.
It's it's actually funny though, because like I know I shouldn't be messing with the ghost stuff, but my curiosity mind can't help it sometimes, and I do get curious, but I'm not gonna. I wouldn't like mess with the Ouija board like I did in January last year. Um, Never
Yeah.
touching that again. It did work, BTW, in case you guys were wondering. Never
Yeah,
again.
that's also on her video, and I believe the thumbnail is I can't believe that actually worked.
No, I couldn't believe it. I was in shock. Like, I can't believe that actually worked. I'm still in shock about it. I low key think it really didn't work.
Uh it it most likely did. But yeah, no, sorry, she got me yawning now.
I'm sorry. I'm still tired and I've been holding my yawn.
No, those are our ghost experiences, and if you would like a part two, hopefully closer to October, that would be recommended because we should have saved this one for October, but we are
Because
just too
I
excited.
still got more ghost stories for
And
my
yeah.
experience at my haunted job.
And who knows, in the future, I might have some more ghost stuff too. Like I said, I see things, I hear things. I'm not exactly what they would call a medium, but I'm more sensitive to it. Thanks, Mom. Three happy things that are gonna be coming out or going on soon. I will go first. I'm very excited for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. It's gonna be
Oh, the
coming
new
out.
one?
Yeah, it's gonna be coming out. I think in April. I actually have the movie list on my phone.
In my opinion, I watched the first movie and I liked it, but it's definitely not a movie for me. If it was playing in the background, I would watch it. But
Oh,
if
I'd also
anything,
really like to see the Billie Eilish concert, but
that's fair.
The Super Mario Galaxy movie comes out on April 3rd.
I liked the first movie, but it definitely wasn't a movie for me that I know I would watch on my own time. It's a movie so like if it's playing, I will watch it. And um so I probably will watch the second movie only because I watched the first movie and we'll see.
How? What are your thoughts on the Pixar's Hoppers that's about to come out? I'm pretty sure that's the one that
The
has the
what?
hoppers. It's like It's something about a bunny, but every single time I see a commercial about it, it's that lizard that keeps going lizard, lizard, lizard. You've never seen that on
I
TikTok?
have I don't know what you're
It's
talking about.
all over my TikTok. Okay, well, moving on.
I have no idea what you're talking about. So if you send it to me, I will know. You have an unwanted guest.
If you don't acknowledge it, maybe it will go away. Love you. Okay. So that was my sign that I need to start wrapping it up, which I'm trying to. Uh yeah. But oh, Toy Story 5 comes out June 19th. I thought
Yeah,
it came out sooner than that.
that's what we said on our first podcast, remember?
Yeah. Something that I'm going to be going and watching with my husband and his family is The Mandalorian and the Gurgu. It's Baby Yoda.
What?
The Mandalorian and the Baby Yoda. It's another Star Wars movie.
Oh, of course I'm not gonna know it. I see
Anywho,
your unwanted guest.
I said that one time. It's gonna be a meme on here, I swear. That's the one thing that's gonna be clipped.
That was funny.
Local podcast girl says her husband's unwanted. He's wanted by me. He's just I didn't think that he would be on the first episode. You wanna come say hi to the viewers?
Hello.
What was that?
I don't know. He's telling me it's time to go. So Um, yeah, I guess let's hop right into recommendations. Me and Lauren did not listen to our last recommendations because, like,
No, we did. Honestly, in our defense, we literally just planned this last minute. Husband, we're doing a podcast. Hush.
Lauren literally said, "Husband, we're doing a podcast." Hush. Go get clothes for us, and go get my body wash and my loofah. I have to take showers at my in law's house because my husband broke my bathtub. So
That is a lie.
it is not a lie. He's lying. He didn't mean to do it on purpose. It was an accident, of course, but it doesn't matter because it was his foot that went through my tub and left a gigantic foothole. So, but I do have a recommendation for after you listen to the song. Since this one is a spooky episode, you guys should go and totally check out this TV show that's called School Spirits. It's not about cheerleaders, it's about a girl who dies and or gets murdered in a school and she's
Oh,
trying to find her way back to her body. It's cool
that
though.
sounds kind of scary.
Oh, it's not though. It's like it's more of a mystery. It's not like bloody or gory. And the girl who plays the main character is Peyton List from Jessie.
Oh,
Yeah,
painless.
she plays Emma off of Jessie. So
If you
you
guys have
guys,
not seen Jesse, you wouldn't even understand what we're talking about.
but for the people who have seen Jessie, you totally
Like
know who we're talking
me,
about.
like I've seen that show.
Okay, I was about to say you haven't.
Hey,
That's
Jesse.
crazy. Anywho,
Her.
I have to go. He's about to rip me off of this computer. I'm trying to be funny.
I'm not gonna rip her off the computer.
I don't know if you've heard this song or not. Oh, oh, not that song.
Copyright.
um, if you have not heard this song, I highly recommend. But my friend actually showed me this song. If you're watching this, you know who you are because he showed it to me. um, called Casino Song by Stops Drop Rewind.
Okay.
I think that's how you say it. It's Casino.
I know
Did I
how to
say that
spell
right?
casino. Yes.
But highly recommend that song. My Oh, you're actually showing this time. You're not
Might as
blurred.
well.
Stop, drop, rewind. I will screenshot it to you.
I'm trying to make him smile. Stop.
You look grumpy.
Ah! 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 Drop.
But
Rewind.
my friend Hannah showed me that song and I think it's pretty good. So, hi Hannah if you're watching this.
All right. Well, I hope you like this episode. All 30 of you. Thank you guys for watching our first episode. Yay! Thank you for liking, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and we will see you in the next
And you'll see
one.
Bigfoot in the next episode.
Oh my god.
Ah! Ah!
What
There was a
was
bug.
that?
There's a bug. That was weird.
Anywho,
Okay.
bye.
I'm Bigfoot.
Bye.
Oh my gosh.